Hi, I'm Katie from the University of Sydney. I'm here with Sydney Uni alumnus Bruce Beresford to discuss his new film Ladies in Black, which will be out in cinemas on September 20th. Hi Bruce, really nice to meet you. Madeline St John's book came out in 1993, but obviously it's taken a long while to get the movie made, so what attracted you to the story?
Well, I thought a lot of things attracted me. I thought it was a great tale of Sydney at that point, in 1959, 1960, which of course that's when I was at Sydney University. I remembered it well. I thought it was very funny. I thought she had a wonderful flair for dialogue, a wonderful ear for the way people actually talked. I thought the characters were a very amusing bunch, not just the key ones, but all of them. And I love the theme of it, of the migrants coming to Australia, of the people coming from Europe, and the impact they had on Australia as it was then, which was very Anglo-Saxon. And of course I remember that very well because growing up in the western suburbs, it was a big migrant camp near where I lived. And I was aware of reactions to all of these people, often hostility, which surprised me.
Yeah. You mentioned that you studied at the university. Could you share some of your memories of during your time there, or acting there, or how you got involved with film?
Yes,
there?
I wasn't one of the most brilliant students, I'm afraid. I sort of struggled through. I did love it. I had a wonderful time. I joined the theatre group.
Right.
And I was actually given sort of bit parts.
Right.
John Bell was the big star. And there was nobody who could act. There's some other good actors, but there was nobody who had his brilliance. He was quite extraordinary. And Madeline St John was acted comedy roles in a lot of the reviews. She could be very funny.
So the film champions female stories and female education. Why do you think that's an important story to tell?
The fact of the women going to the university, and then in fact the attitude of the father in the film, where he said, you know, it's a waste of time. I mean, the girls are just going to get married and have babies and stay home, was a very, very common attitude, which I think has probably pretty well disappeared now. But I thought that was an interesting aspect of the story, the conflict with the family.
Yes. Yeah. What was involved in recreating the amazing set of goods, and how important was it to get that really perfect?
Oh, well, it was crucial to get it right. I mean, it was, because Goods is based on David Jones, but you couldn't just walk into David Jones and film it now because it looks completely different. We had photographs of what it was like in that period, and then the production designer, Felicity Abbott, built a big set, which was where most of the action takes place. Although we did film some of it on the 7th floor at David Jones, because we found out that although the whole building had been endlessly restored, they'd never touched the 7th floor. I don't know why not. So we managed to get in there for one day, and we used the 7th floor as the ground floor. And Felicity built like doors, which meant to go out to the street, and she built a street behind them and another building. So you see people coming in. You see them going in on filmed on the outside of Mark Foy's, and when they come in, it's on the 7th floor of David Jones.
And lastly, we mentioned again your friendship with Madeline St John and Clive James and the people you studied with. What do you think it is about university that leads to kind of enduring friendships like those?
I guess it's because a lot of you, for the first time when I first went to Sydney University, I suddenly met a whole lot of people with interests similar to mine. There was a lot of people who were interested in theatre and film, literature, the arts, acting and all that kind of thing. And they were from all over Sydney. And suddenly then there were friendships that I made then that have endured, that I still see them to this day. Now we're all a bunch of old fogies, but the ones who are still alive are still friends.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations on the film. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.